Hello everyone. So I'm at my office and on Fridays everyone works from home. So I have a few interviews today and I figured why not just get ready and film it along the way. So if you're also getting ready, you can get ready along with me. All right, so I'm gonna begin first with my base makeup and I'm using here my tried and true Daydream cushion. This is not your average cushion. I know there's a lot of cushions out there and I'm the type of person where I feel like if there's something that exists in the market that's already good, why add more noise to it? This is actually something I wish existed. If I were to sum up Daydream Cushion, it's essentially a skin primer mixed with a skin tint, and it also brightens the skin. So this is it right here. I like using a very, very lightly damp sponge, like there's barely any water in here. Oh, there's a little. I load it up like so. And I don't like a full face coverage. It's not really my thing. It's never really been my thing. A lot of you who've been following me on my skincare and my foundation-free journey, you know that I've gone completely foundation-free like 6 years ago, I think. Normally, I'll just do a little bit of spot concealing, or in this case, I'll use a very thin skin tint. So you could see like a little bit of my sunspots I have here. And I like to just kind of like diffuse it just a bit, and then using the clean side of my blender, I will kind of blend it and diffuse it so it's still very light. It doesn't cover it. I'm not trying to cover it. I'm just trying to diffuse my skin and even out the complexion. So I'm going to do it on the other side. And this feels completely weightless. Like, I don't feel anything on my skin. I don't like makeup that feels like I have makeup on my skin, if that makes sense. And that's it. So from there, that's all I really needed. And then I'm just going to blend out the edges so it looks as natural as possible. I want this to almost look like my second skin. And I've noticed, like, as I've gotten older, my makeup is looking softer and softer and softer. I'm not really doing like that graphic, edgy looking makeup like I used to, because it doesn't complement my features. I'm also noticing as I'm getting older, I'm just more particular with how I want my makeup to look. So this is just a very thin layer. Like most of it is around here, and I kind of just diffused it out around my face like so. So I'm going to very lightly to powder my brows like this and this, just so I want it as matte as possible. So there's a new way I do my brows now. I use a combination of both light taupe and deep taupe, and I'm actually going lighter with my brows. I used to go a little heavier handed. It used to look more sculpted because I want my makeup to look softer. It also reflects with my brows. So I'm using light taupe here, and you'll see what I mean. It's like, I would say it's 2 shades lighter than my natural brows, and I can really go in and sculpt out my brows without going too heavy-handed. So it looks softer and more diffused. And I am going heavier handed, but because it is a lighter shade, it's not laying down as harshly. It's still looking very soft. So I'm really going for like a soft brow look. It's all about being soft. I'm just becoming a soft ass person now. And yeah, just like feathering it out like this. I'm noticing that this brow look just makes me look younger too. Before in the past, when I went really harsh with my brows, I felt like the rest of my makeup also had to be a little more intensified, but because I'm going softer with everything, it complements the makeup much better. Because you're using a lighter shade, it's more forgiving if you mess up. You don't have to like redo as much. And something I learned from Hung Van Gogh is I'm going beyond my tail. And this really helps kind of like widen my eyes more, so it just looks better on camera. Because you know how I look on camera, actually how most people look on camera, it's not how they look in real life. It's really hard to replicate. Whoa, why did the lights go off? Hold on for a sec. It's motion censored. Okay, good to know. I'm like, what happened? I really want my eye makeup to look soft. So what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna powder my eyes just a little, like a very light powder. And then from here, I'm using my tried and true Rodin palette. And this is the Masterpiece palette. It's a true neutrals palette, and it's really beautiful. Like, I know you're probably thinking, like, why do we need another neutrals palette? Like, this is not your average neutral. It's the most skin-like, the most beautiful. You have multiple finishes. You have like satin finishes, matte finishes that just feel incredibly buttery. It took us like a year and a half to develop the shades, the color development, and the formula. So a lot of thought and intention went behind this product. So I'm gonna use my tried and true Timeless. And I'm just gonna focus right here. Don't really need that much, just a little, just enough for creating depth. And I'm just fluffing it, barely touching it, extending it out just a bit, like this. Nice. Then I'm gonna apply a little bit under my eyes, around here. You could just see the difference right here, right? It's crazy how just a little bit of makeup can make the biggest difference. It just shows you don't really need that much. You just need to have the right product, the right color, the right tones, and the right placement. Because I think in the past I would just like smash makeup on my face and everything. And now I'm so much more intentional with where every color, every shade, every tone goes. And that's all I really need. You saw how I didn't really need that much. That's it. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to curl my lashes. I like to curl it before eyeliner so it doesn't smudge or smear. It's something I learned from K-pop makeup artists. That's why their eyeliner looks so clean. Okay, so I'm going to do a very, 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 very super, super thin liner. I'm using my tried and true MAC Black Track and a tiny brush. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in a bit more. Okay, this is the closest I can zoom in. I'm gonna first tight line under my eyes like so. It tickles a little. I'm trying not to blink. Like that. And then on the outer, you see, I'm just going to lightly feather out the line like this. I really want it to look very soft. And then from there, what I'm going to do is smudge it out. Because I really want to diffuse it. I want everything to be soft. I don't want any harsh lines. I just love doing makeup. I feel like it's so therapeutic for me. Sometimes when I feel really overwhelmed and stressed, and I just feel lost and everything, you know, we've all been there. I decide to tell myself, you know, make yourself pretty today. Feel confident. Here, let's play with makeup. And that's what I start doing. I start playing with makeup. And I instantly feel more relaxed. And I feel more empowered because I feel more beautiful. Like, I know it's cheesy, like, we're all beautiful, right? But sometimes, like, seeing is believing. And makeup really helps demonstrate that. Because I have days, y'all, when I just feel so lost. Like, what do I do with my life? You know? Probably thinking, what do you mean? You've done so much. But it is a program that I'm still trying to overcome. A program of, like, performing, constantly feeling like I need to perform. I need to beat myself. I need to compete with myself and compete with others. And thankfully, it was this year where I was finally able to, like, unlearn a lot of these patterns and programs that I haven't been able to overcome. And meditation really helped with that. I would say meditation was it was 90% of the work was through deep meditation. But I know a lot of my friends, they have other healing modalities, like plant medicine helps them, like prayers and chants, it helps them too. Sacred dances and movements, like everyone, hiking, climbing, exercising, everyone has like a modality. And I feel like I never had a chance to discover what mine was until I discovered breath work and meditation. Because I tried meditating in the past, but it was just like closing your eyes and, you know, relaxing, but it wasn't as intentional. And then thankfully I was able to learn a technique that really helped me open up this doorway. Okay, so you can see my eyeliner is very soft, very gentle. So I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. I'm using Pick Me Up mascara. And I'm just going to sweep this through. I left my lashes at home. I was going to do idle looking lashes, but left it at home. And I don't have any lashes here at the office, so it's just going to be mascara today, which is totally fine. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my base makeup. I'm using Rose Ink Concealer. This is in LX80. Just matches my skin perfectly. Just like that. Doesn't have the highest coverage, but I do like it, and I don't have concealers yet, so I have to use something. Go ahead and blend this. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and powder the rest of my face. And I'm just going to powder where I need it. I don't really need to powder everywhere. Around here and here. My forehead for sure. I'm using a prototype that we're testing out right now. And I'm going to use a little bit of contouring. This is So Soft and Terra. We actually sold out of this last year. We were out of stock for a while, and we're finally back in stock because once you try this, it's so hard to go back to another cream contour. Like, I really believe this is the best cream contour on the market. It's so soft. I barely have to blend it. You see that? Just boom, 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 done. And then I'm going to apply a little bit on my jawline to kind of slim my face down just a little bit. Because the camera does add, like, this camera actually widens my face. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the rest of my brows. And remember earlier I was using light taupe? Now I'm going to go ahead and use deep taupe. And this is where I'm just going to focus on the fine detailing. I'm not going to really fill it in. And what I love about fine liner is that this is one of the best brow pencil I've used, and I haven't found anything to replace this. I'm not saying it because it's biased. It's really because of not just the formulation, but how it's been engineered. It's oval tip. So you can go really thin with your marks. You can create very thin, feathery strokes. So I'm just adding a little bit of deep taupe just to create dimension so it doesn't look so flat, like that. And, yay. And what I'm going to do is take light taupe again and finish the rest of my brows. I feel like a completely different person once I have brows on. Okay. Yay, I'm coming to life. This is when I'm going to start adding my earrings. I just love these earrings. These are my favorite earrings. I've been wearing them like all year, and I just wear these and the dragon earrings. It's all I wear now. It's just, you know, people ask me, Michelle, why do you always wear the same stuff? I'm like a video game character. I just have the same outfit. So from here, let me just zoom out a little. I feel like I'm so close to the camera. Okay, nice. And then what I'm gonna do is apply Cherub right here and here. This is my favorite blush. So I like using both a combo of Baby and Cruelty. Cruelty, I use it like a very subtle contour like this. And I'm gonna apply a little more Baby. I'm not gonna skimp out. Then just blend it. Nice. All right, now that my base makeup is done, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my lip product. So I wanna show you our newest product launch, which, remember the past year I've been applying a lip product and I keep saying it's a prototype, it's a prototype. Now it's finally here. I can finally reveal what it is. So M's newest lip product launch is called Soft Spoken. It's so beautiful. I mean, I just want to show you how wonderful this is. I'm going to use my favorite shade. Well, they're all my favorite shades, but I'm really into Tender right now. And imagine Lip Cloud, but softer, more second skin, more blurring, because, you know, I'm starting to get a lot of fine lines on my lips. And I'm all about blurring it. Let me show you the magic of Soft Spoken. Okay, so the applicator. The applicator is supposed to replicate a finger. Remember the delicate ring finger? So the applicator is essentially replicating the delicate ring finger that I always talk about. And you can kind of see how it's very bendy and it's very plush. It's wonderful, and it just gives like a really beautiful user experience. We went through around 100 different lip applicators. This is one doe foot submission that we had, and you can kind of see that it's very stiff. This one is more flexible, and it just really feels like a finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what Tender looks like. It's so soft. It's actually addicting applying it on my lips. Like, I never get tired of applying this. And it gives you that diffused lip look. It blurs the lips. There's really nothing like this on the market. It took us 3 years to develop this formula, and we got so many different formula submissions, but we finally found the best base formula, and from there we worked on it. We really fine-tuned it, and we were so meticulous about color development and the finish. My dream product for this was to be blurring, to not feel drying or be drying at all, actually hydrating, feeling like second skin, completely weightless. I find most of the lip creams on the market, they feel very heavy on the lips, but this, it feels like you have nothing on your lips. Completely weightless. And it just gives, like, you can recreate that blotted lip look that I'm really into. So I will then kind of smudge it on the top like this to give that blotted look. Like that. Isn't that so pretty? Look how nice this is. Oh, it feels so good. I could do this all day. This is like my finger. So I'm going to show you the rest of the shades on my lips. This is Tender. So this is Petal. It has a rosier undertone. Oh, I like Petal too. This is nice. I'm doing like my posy pose. This is like the second time I've been able to fully use the product. Because when you're developing a product, it's kind of like a Frankenstein type of experience. You get the goop, and then you have to find, like, you know, the applicator or, you know, the secondary component. And it's basically like nothing's really finished until it's finished. And It's so cool to finally have like a finished experience. So this is Intuition, which was this was a color I really wanted the team to create. It's basically like a red bean dessert. So this is Intuition. Now I have Whisper. Whisper is like a neutral nude. And what I love about this formula is that even if you have dry lips, it doesn't cling or catch on to any of the patchiness. It actually blurs the dry skin on your lips. This stuff is magic. Okay, so this is Whisper. Okay, and then the last one is Manifest. I would say Manifest is like a more grown-up, sophisticated Faded Clementine. Because I didn't want to recreate Faded Clementine. I wanted something that was a little more evolved. And this is it. So I'm just letting you know there's no filter on this video. This is literally what my lips look like. And you could see the blurring quality. It's just such a beautiful formula. It's the best one. It's literally, I can say it with 100% confidence. The moment you try this, you're gonna be like, Michelle, yep, this is really the best, softest, most blurring lip cream on the market. And what I love is that it doesn't dry my lips, see? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reapply Tender. Oh, it just feels so good. Ugh, it's so hard to describe. I know you're probably like, Michelle, you're so crazy. It's just a lip product. It's like, nah, nope. This is not a lip product. This is a lip dream. This is something that I've been dreaming of for years. And I feel like technology wasn't ready yet. Like I couldn't find anything on the market. I went to like different labs around the world, and I could not find anything that was even close to this concept. And I wanted it all. I was not going to compromise. Like, it has to be blurring, it has to not be drying, it has to be hydrating, and it has to feel completely weightless. And they're just like, honestly, some of the labs were getting really annoyed with me and my team. They're just like, you guys are crazy, you need to compromise. And it's like, nope, we will not compromise. I'm willing to develop this for years until we get it. And that's the thing, is like sometimes like you'll have brands where they have to launch. If it's 70% good, they'll launch. But with M, I feel so blessed that it's bootstrapped by me, so I own it. And so I can decide, like, no, we won't launch anything unless it's at least 90% great. And this is above 90%. This is literally, I have no complaints with this. I love it. I'm so happy. So happy about this product. So Soft Spoken is available exclusively at mcosmetics.com. Just know that when you're purchasing from M Cosmetics, you're supporting a small business, women-owned, women-led, and most importantly, intentional. We are so intentional about every product that we're launching because we just don't want to add more noise out there in the market. We want to be able to really bring a product that represents something, that has a vision, that truly embodies what M believes in. The philosophy is M is everything that we create starts with an intention, and that intention is to feel beautiful. So every product that we have, the moment you touch it, you can feel how beautiful it is, the elegant textures, the finish, the color development. So I just want to thank my team for spending years on this product, and I really hope if you purchase it, I want to thank you so much for supporting this business. And you are basically supporting people who want to create beautiful makeup products and give back to the community. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for this interview, but thank you for getting ready along with me. And until then, I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everyone. Good luck.